Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and I already know from the title, so many of y'all are like, Tiff, we know you did not pick up none of them over expensive behind NATASHA DENONA palettes. We know you did not. I know. If you guys have ever watched any one of my anti-haul videos, I've always said I don't see myself purchasing any NATASHA DENONA eyeshadow palettes just because of the simple fact that they just seem way too expensive for me. Yes, I make good money at the post office, but I ain't getting paid like that. But I don't know what happened. I saw the promo pictures for her holiday release palettes and I just went blank. I blacked out. I ended up ordering both of them online and here we are. So NATASHA DENONA did release 2 eyeshadow palettes for her 2017 holiday collection. She also released some glitter toppers, shimmer toppers. I don't really know the exact name, but I know they're not something that I see myself picking up. I already have enough glitter and pressed glitters to get me through. But when I saw these, y'all, seriously, like, I just could not resist. My first thought was that I know for a fact I want to get this palette. This one is called Joya. Again, it is a 5-pan eyeshadow palette. And again, when I saw the colors, I just was like, girl, this is all you, girl. This is you. These look like the colors out of her Sunset palette that I for sure would have used. So that's another thing that I thought about. I was like, well, I can't really get my hands on the Sunset palette. Not even sure I want to spend all that money, but these colors are my type of colors. And then when I saw the other palette, which is called Aeris, I want to say, it's A-E-R-I-S. I liked a lot of the shades in this one as well. You know, first thought the blue kind of threw me off. I was like, girl, you know you're not gonna wear any blue. But every other shade in here was just my type of shade. I've been working 10-hour days at the post office and I was just like, Tiff, treat yourself. So as far as the packaging of these 2 eyeshadow palettes, they just come in these gold boxes. On the box it says NATASHA DENONA Holiday, and then on the back she does give the ingredients for all of her shadows. Each of the shadows in this palette is different. She has a new formula which is called the cream to powder formula, which I thought was really interesting. Another reason I was like, well, if I'm gonna finally try out some NATASHA DENONA, why not try out the new that she's coming out with. She also has creamy mattes in here. She has some metallic type of finishes and just so much goodness. Let's get into the swatches. So the first palette that I'm going to show you guys is called Aeris. Again, you do get 5 different colors in here. There is only one matte shade within this palette, which is this orange right here. I actually was excited when I saw that color in this palette because I love using orange shades for more of a transition color. I used 2 shades out of this palette and that was one of them. I did go ahead and use that as a transition on my eyes today, and then I used a little bit of this on top of another color from the other palette for my lid, and then I also put a little bit of that in my inner corner by itself. I went ahead and swatched the shades on my hand, but as you guys can just see from my finger, this is not from me like dipping my fingers into the palette. This is just from me placing my fingers into the palette and then swatching it on my arm, but the pigmentation is crazy. So that right there is that first nude shade. Now this one is more of like a glittery topper type of shade in my opinion. Like I said, I did use it in my inner corner alone, but I feel like it's beautiful when layered with something else. This is that metallic duochrome type of shade, also really pretty. That is the orange matte shade. That is the blue, which that color is probably the only color that really threw me off within this palette because I really don't know what I would do with it, but I know maybe it's like a, I don't know, like a bottom liner type of color in the springtime. And then that is the other glittery type of shade in the palette. All really pretty. The only color that I have kind of like a question mark is the blue, but I think they are all, again, absolutely gorgeous and super pigmented. So listen, the first palette I showed you guys was cute and all, but this palette right here, in my Kanye voice, is definitely the showstopper of the entire holiday collection. This palette is called Joya, and the name is fitting because these colors definitely bring me joy. I am so in love. Do I feel like you need that other palette? Let's just get that out the way now. I mean, I am happy that I picked it up because like I said, 4 out of the 5 shades I know for a fact I will use, but every shade in this palette is my type of color. It's colors that I know I'm going to use. I used this color in my crease. I used this color on my lid. I used this color on my bottom lid. Like, I know that I can use every one of these colors. Do y'all see the pigmentation just from placing my hand in these palettes? Like, the pigmentation is absolutely crazy. The colors swatch amazing. I know a lot of people, when I was reading some of the reviews, were saying they felt like maybe she should have had another warm shade except for the red one. I don't know what it is. I've been loving red eyeshadow lately. I always thought I should steer away from it. Like, it just made me look like I got pink eye, but I've really been loving it. I think, again, I used it on my eye look today and it's not too much. The look is just really, really pretty. This shade right here, while y'all playing, reminds me of the Rihanna Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter. That is exactly the vibe that I'm getting from it. So that could also possibly double as a highlighter. Again, all of the shades in this palette work. This one for me is a definite yes ma'am. So let's go ahead and get into it because I know it's coming. Do I think that these palettes are worth the price, which is $48? I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. These palettes are individually $48, and $48 is not a price to sneeze with. Of course, sure, you can get a ColourPop eyeshadow palette for $16. That'll give you what, about 18 shades. You can get an Urban Decay palette for maybe like $52. That'll have more than 5 eyeshadows. And I know where y'all standing at right now because I've been there. Like, NATASHA DENONA, I'm not playing with you in that price. But guys, I would be lying if I came on here and told you that these eyeshadows are not pigmented. I would be lying if I came on here and told you that I instantly fell in love when I was applying them on my eyes. They blended out like butter. They applied just flawlessly, and these are some really, you're definitely getting what you pay for. I will say that. Do I think these are shades that you may not already have in your collection? No. I think that if you look hard enough, especially if you're someone like me who loves some good warm eyeshadows, you're gonna find colors like this already in your collection. Is that still gonna make me say you shouldn't pick it up? I'm not gonna say that because I am really in love. I have been touched by whatever bug this is that NATASHA DENONA is giving out. Not to say that I'm about to spend any more money on her expensive $200 and something eyeshadow palettes. I definitely feel like, you know, my fix has been given with these, but these are limited edition, and I just feel like if you have that extra money lying around, again, I've been working nonstop. This was definitely a treat for my long days at the post office. If you have it, I would say pick it up. Even if you don't pick this one up, this one right here, you will not be disappointed. But again, I mean, sure, if you look hard enough, these are more than likely going to be dupable within your collection. This is a tough one for me. Again, I'm happy I picked it up. I would say, again, if you have it, if you have the extra coin lying around, grab it. It's limited edition. You can always get it and take it back to Sephora. I hate to say that, but that is what those return policies are there for. If you get something and you're really unsatisfied with it and you really don't feel like you're getting the quality that you paid the money for, as much as they may give you an attitude when you go to the counter to return it, that's why they have the policy. That's not to say go out there, buy a whole bunch of stuff just to do a video and then you take everything back. No, okay? But again, if you get it and you don't like it for whatever reason, you can return it. You can also pick these up, I believe, on the NATASHA DENONA website and also on Beautylish. I got them from Sephora just because if something happened during shipping or for whatever reason I just felt like it wasn't worth the $48, I would be able to take it back, but these ain't going nowhere. I am in love. Alright guys, so that is it for this particular video. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you picked up those eyeshadows and what do you think about them. Do you like them, dislike them, all that other good stuff. I know based off my Snapchat when I posted the picture saying that they were going to release the next day, a lot of you guys told me that you did plan on picking it up, so just let me know how you're liking them so far. Have to say, surprisingly, I do really like them. I love the look I created. I did record this look, so definitely stay tuned for a new get ready with me trying out new products video. I know I've been kind of absent, but y'all, like I said, I've been working those long hours and it's been rough, but I'm gonna try to get out a couple videos for you guys in the near future. But until next time, bye YouTube.